and you're just putting in all those efforts without getting any results that you want. I can just imagine how frustrating it can be. Does it mean that there's no hope if the past events does not trigger any fond memories? The book of the week is The 7 Principles for Making Marriage Work by John Gottman. You'll learn the truth about happy marriages and the 7 principles for making them work. Have you ever wondered what makes a marriage work and what's the secret sauce to a long-lasting and happy marriage? In this book, The 7 Principles for Making Marriage Work, John Gottman shares with us that a marriage that works and lasts are not couples who are smarter or richer than others, but couples who are able to keep their negative thoughts and feelings about each other from overwhelming their positive ones on a daily basis. This attitude enables them to embrace each other's needs instead of building resistance during disagreement. They will not keep scores on what they've done for each other, and they will make requests and not demands of each other. This positive attitude will not only build mutual trust and respect, it will also increase the passion, intimacy, love, fun, and learning together. This is what John Gottman calls an emotionally intelligent marriage. He says that couples who are more emotionally intelligent are better able to understand, honor, and respect each other and their marriage. So, what are some of the things that married couples should do to make their marriage last? John Gottman shares with us, based on his 20 over years of studies and research on married couples, that there are 7 principles that couples should practice. The first 3 principles aim to strengthen the couple's friendship and trust for each other. This foundation is essential for couples as they move through the next 4 principles, because they would have built that mutual trust and respect to be open enough to know that they only have positive intent towards each other. Now, without further ado, the first principle is enhance your love maps. What do maps do? They provide you guidance and direction to the destination you want to go, isn't it? So, if you have a map that tells you exactly how to make your partner feel loved, treasured, protected, worshipped, adored, and all that they've hoped for, you pretty much know what to do, don't you? Imagine if you have a map that's blank. You don't know what your partner likes, dislikes, love, hope, fears, and desires. You're just moving around aimlessly, and you're just putting in all those efforts without getting any results that you want. I can just imagine how frustrating it can be. And if you are putting your map onto them, whether intentionally or unintentionally, stop doing that. They are not you. They are a unique individual and has their own map. So get to know your partner's inner world at a deeper level and connect with them there. That is where the magic happens. Principle 2 is to nurture fondness and admiration for each other. This is usually an outcome from past events. John Gottman shares with us this case about this couple whose marriage is on the line but was gradually salvaged. The trigger point for them that saved this marriage was when they were asked to recount their early years together. They both responded with positive feelings and have fond memories of each other, and they actually held hands while discussing about them. This is where John Gottman knows that there's a glimmer of hope to save their marriage, because it means they still have some fundamental feelings that the other is worthy of being respected and liked. But wait, does it mean that there's no hope if the past events does not trigger any fond memories? This is where you have to start nurturing now. Be appreciative and grateful for each other and practice focusing on your partner's positive qualities instead of what's missing. The more you're able to generate positive feelings from your daily events with each other, the better it will serve you both in event of disagreement. Because disagreements and negative feelings will come in from time to time. But if there's fondness and admiration for each other, the core is they will still feel that the person they married is worthy of honor and respect. Principle 3 is to turn towards each other. This means giving attention to each other. According to John Gottman, couples who interacted more with each other in conversations and activities tend to remain happy and are building mutual trust in the process. This is an ongoing process and is built through daily interaction instead of just a one-time off event. Be aware of times when your partner wants your attention. It could be a simple question or a simple action. When you catch on to that, make sure you turn towards your partner and not away. Give them the time and attention, and it will be worth it. Principle 4 is to let your partner influence you. This applies to both men and women, but statistically, most men usually show signs of resistance in sharing power rather than women. Statistics also show that a man who is unwilling to share power with his partner has an 81% chance that their marriage will self-destruct. It also shows that the happiest and most stable marriages were those where husbands did not resist in sharing their power and decision-making with their wives. The lesson here is learning to be receptive and acceptance of each other's influence, because doing this will only strengthen and deepen the relationship you treasure. Principle 5 is to solve your solvable problems. The key here is solvable. And when we talk about solving problems, the popular approach would be to use active listening. However, according to John Gottman, active listening is a good way if you learned how to use the skills, and learning a skill requires time. Therefore, John Gottman offers another method that requires little training and everyone can use. The key to this method is good manners. It means treating your spouse just like how you treat a customer. For example, if a customer forgets his umbrella, you'll probably say, "Sir, ma'am, you forgot your umbrella." It's highly unlikely you will say, "Hey, what's wrong with you? Why are you always so forgetful?" So, bring this attitude into your disagreements and soften the start. Instead of launching straight into criticizing their personality, character, and so on, focus on the matter itself. Principle 6 is overcome gridlock. This occurs when there's seemingly no solution to a repetitive problem. The key here is it's not necessary to solve the problem. However, it is important that this problem is brought up, acknowledged, and discussed without hurting each other. This is where mutual respect and trust is so crucial to develop in the earlier principles. When you honor and respect each other, you tend to appreciate each other's point of view even if you don't agree. Principle 7 is to create shared meaning. A shared meaning is something that both of you shared that's meaningful in your marriage. It could be culture, values, goals, and your symbols of love. These could be created or developed through rituals that is structured for connection. And it should allow you to enjoy each other's attention and connect with each other in a meaningful way. I'd like to close with a quote in the book. No book or therapist could solve all of your marital problems, but learning the 7 principles really can change the course of your relationship. You'll probably feel overwhelmed by the things you have to do, but take baby steps at a time and be committed to make your marriage last. It's a journey. You may not like everything it has to offer, but you have a choice to make it an enriching and meaningful one for you and your partner. If you like this summary, hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell to be notified of my weekly learning. And to get a free copy of the one-page PDF summary, click the link in the description below. Thank you for watching, wish you well, and see you in the next video.